1969. Arnold deliberately enters a competition unprepared. Everyone asks, "Why didn't you train?" Arnold, "I needed to learn how to lose." That year he places third. For the next 7 years, he never loses again. London, England. September 1969. Friday evening, 8 p.m. NABBA Mr. Universe Backstage. The Royal Albert Hall. One of the most prestigious bodybuilding venues in the world. Circular Victorian architecture. Red velvet seats. Gold trim everywhere. History soaking through the walls. This is where champions are crowned. Where legends are born. Where Arnold Schwarzenegger has won before. Where he's expected to win again tonight. Backstage, 15 competitors prepare. The usual pre-show chaos. Men pumping with dumbbells. Applying last-minute tan. Practicing poses. The air thick with anxiety and pro-tan and determination. But something's wrong. Something everyone notices, but nobody understands. Arnold Schwarzenegger looks off. Not injured. Not sick. Just not ready. His conditioning isn't sharp. His muscle fullness isn't there. He looks like Arnold, yes. But Arnold at 85% instead of 100%. Arnold mid-prep instead of peak condition. Franco Columbu stands next to him. Franco looks incredible. Shredded. Dense. Ready. He's been dieting for 16 weeks. Hasn't cheated once. His body fat is probably 4%. Every muscle fiber visible. He's prepared to win. Franco looks at Arnold. Concerned. Arnold. What happened? Arnold is doing light stretching. Calm. Not panicked. Not stressed. Just present. What do you mean? Franco gestures at Arnold's physique. You're not ready. You're holding water. Your definition isn't there. Did something go wrong with your prep? Arnold shakes his head. Nothing went wrong. Then why do you look like this? You look like you're 8 weeks out, not 8 hours out. Arnold finishes his stretch. Stands. Looks at Franco directly. Because I didn't prepare. Franco's eyes widen. What? I didn't diet. I trained, but I didn't cut. I stayed at maintenance calories. I'm probably 12% body fat right now. Franco is stunned. Speechless. This doesn't make sense. Arnold is one of the most disciplined competitors in bodybuilding. He's won Mr. Universe before. He knows how to prepare. Why would he show up unprepared? Why? Franco finally asks. Why would you do that? Arnold sits down on a bench. Looks at the floor for a moment. Then looks up at Franco. Because I've been winning for 3 years. Mr. Universe. Mr. World. Mr. Olympia. I've been on top. And I realized something. I don't know how to lose anymore. I've forgotten what it feels like. Franco furrows his brow. So you're throwing the competition? On purpose. Arnold shakes his head. Not throwing. I'm competing. I'm going on stage. I'm giving my best presentation with what I have. But yes, I know I won't win. Not like this. Not at this conditioning. Franco sits down next to Arnold. Still confused. But why? Why would you want to lose? Arnold thinks for a moment, choosing his words carefully. Franco, when you win all the time, you start to forget why winning matters. You start to think you're invincible, that you can't be beaten, that success is automatic. Your ego grows. Your humility shrinks. You stop appreciating the victories because you expect them. Pauses. I need to remember what losing feels like. I need to experience standing on stage and not being the best. I need to watch someone else win while I place second or third. I need that feeling in my gut, that disappointment, that drive to get back on top. Franco is quiet, processing. You're choosing to lose to learn how to win better? Arnold nods. Exactly. This loss tonight will fuel me for years. It will remind me that winning isn't guaranteed, that every victory has to be earned, that preparation matters, that discipline matters, that the moment you coast is the moment you lose. Franco looks at Arnold like he's crazy, but also like he's a genius. Most people would never do this. Most people would show up unprepared and make excuses. Say they got sick. Say something went wrong. Protect their ego. Arnold stands. Starts doing light curls with a 30 pounds dumbbell. Just to get some blood flow. Not to pump up. Just to stay warm. That's why most people don't stay on top. They protect their ego instead of feeding their growth. I'd rather lose on purpose and learn than win by accident and learn nothing. 30 minutes later, they're called to stage. Prejudging. All 15 competitors line up. The judges walk the line. Taking notes. Comparing physiques. Arnold stands there. Calm. Present. Not trying to hide his lack of conditioning. Not sucking in extra. Not flexing harder to compensate. Just standing. Accepting what he is tonight. 85%. Unprepared. Deliberately so. The judges notice. Of course they notice. Arnold Schwarzenegger, former Mr. Universe, looking soft. Looking unprepared. They make notes. They move on. Franco, standing 3 spots down, looks incredible. His best condition ever. The judges spend extra time on him. They're impressed. Another competitor, Reg Park, also looks phenomenal. Massive. Conditioned. Ready. The judges favor him too. Arnold watches. Observes. Feels the judges passing over him. Feels the lack of attention. Feels what it's like to not be the favorite. Not be the center of focus. Not be the guy everyone expects to win. It stings. Not devastatingly. But it stings. And he lets it sting. Doesn't push the feeling away. Absorbs it. Learns from it. Evening show. The final. Individual posing routines. Each competitor gets 60 seconds to present their physique. Arnold goes on stage. His music plays. He hits his poses. Each one technically perfect. His presentation is flawless. His stage presence is commanding. But the conditioning isn't there. The separation isn't there. The definition isn't there. He looks good, but not great. Not champion level. Just good. The audience applauds politely. They're confused. This isn't the Arnold they're used to seeing. Where's the sharpness? Where's the detail? What happened? Arnold finishes his routine. Walks off stage. No disappointment on his face. No frustration. Just calm acceptance. He did what he came to do. Compete unprepared. Experience losing. Learn the lesson. The results are announced. 3rd place, Arnold Schwarzenegger. 2nd place, Franco Columbu. 1st place, Reg Park. Arnold walks on stage to accept his 3rd place trophy. The audience applauds. Confused applause. Supportive but puzzled. Why is Arnold placing 3rd? Did something happen? Is he injured? Arnold holds his trophy. Smiles. Genuinely smiles. Not fake. Not hiding disappointment. Actually pleased. Franco takes 2nd place. He's happy but conflicted. He beat Arnold. His best friend. His training partner. He should feel triumphant. But it feels hollow. Because Arnold wasn't really competing. Not really. Backstage afterward, Franco approaches Arnold. "I'm sorry," Franco says. Arnold looks confused. "Sorry for what?" "For beating you. I know you let me win. You showed up unprepared on purpose." Arnold shakes his head. "You didn't beat me because I let you. You beat me because you were better tonight. You prepared. You dieted. You were in 2nd place. Don't diminish that." Franco doesn't know what to say. Arnold continues. "Franco, I'm proud of you. You looked incredible. You were in that placement. And I earned 3rd. Both of us got exactly what we deserved based on how we prepared." Franco sits down. "I still don't understand why you did this." Arnold sits next to him. "Because I've been winning for 3 years. And somewhere along the way, I started to take it for granted. Started to think I was untouchable. Tonight reminded me that I'm not. Tonight reminded me that every victory requires full commitment, full preparation, full discipline, pauses. Tonight I learned that the moment you coast, you lose. And I needed to learn that. I needed to feel what losing feels like when you don't give everything. So I'll never forget. That night, in his hotel room, Arnold writes in his training journal. Not about the competition. About the lesson. September 12, 1969. Placed 3rd at NABBA Mr. Universe. Deliberately unprepared. Learn what I needed to learn. Winning is not automatic. Success is not guaranteed. Every competition requires full commitment. The moment you relax is the moment someone hungrier takes your place. This feeling, this third-place feeling, I will remember it. I will use it. Every time I don't want to diet. Every time I want to skip cardio. Every time I think about coasting. I will remember tonight. Tonight I lost on purpose so I never lose by accident again. The following Monday, Arnold is back in the gym. 6 a.m. Earlier than usual. Training harder than he's trained in months. Franco arrives at 7 a.m. Sees Arnold already deep into his workout. Drenched in sweat. Moving with intensity Franco hasn't seen in a year. You okay? Franco asks. Arnold racks his weights. Breathes. Looks at Franco. I'm perfect. Saturday lit a fire. I needed that fire. Now I remember why I do this. Not because winning is easy. Because losing is unacceptable. Over the next 12 months, Arnold's discipline is absolute. Perfect diet. Perfect training. Perfect preparation. No shortcuts. No coasting. No assumptions. September 1970. Mr. Olympia. Arnold wins. Decisively. Unanimously. His conditioning is the best of his career. 1971. Mr. Olympia. Arnold wins again. Even better than the year before. 1972. Mr. Olympia. Arnold wins. Third consecutive title. 1973. Mr. Olympia. Arnold wins. Fourth title. 1974. Mr. Olympia. Arnold wins. Fifth title. 1975. Mr. Olympia. Arnold wins. Sixth title. 1976. Arnold announces his retirement. Undefeated for 6 years. 7 Mr. Olympia titles. Dominance unmatched in bodybuilding history. In 1977, at a seminar, someone asks Arnold about his most important victory. Arnold thinks for a moment, then says something that surprises everyone. My most important victory was in 1969, when I placed third. The audience is confused. That wasn't a victory. That was a loss. Arnold explains. I placed third because I showed up unprepared. Deliberately unprepared. I needed to learn what losing felt like. I needed to remember that winning requires full commitment. That the moment you coast is the moment you lose. Pauses. That third-place finish taught me more than any of my victories. Because victories teach you that you're good enough. Losses teach you that you can always be better. And that lesson, that drive to always be better, is what carried me through the next 7 years. Someone in the audience asks, but you lost. Doesn't that damage your legacy? Arnold smiles. My legacy isn't that I never lost. My legacy is that I learned from every loss, including the one I chose, especially the one I chose. Years later, Franco would tell this story to younger bodybuilders. Arnold did something nobody else would do. He chose to lose. He showed up unprepared on purpose. Not because he was lazy, not because he gave up, because he wanted to remember what losing felt like. He wanted to stay hungry, stay humble, stay driven. Pauses. Most champions lose by accident and make excuses. Arnold lost on purpose and took responsibility. That's the difference between a champion and a legend. The lesson isn't about losing. It's about humility, about understanding that success is fragile, that the moment you think you're untouchable is the moment you become vulnerable. Arnold could have won in 1969. He had won before. He would win many times after. But he chose to lose, to experience the pain, to remember what drives him, to reset his hunger. That strategic loss fueled 7 years of dominance. Because he never forgot how third place felt. Never forgot that winning requires everything. Never coasted. Never assumed. Never took victory for granted. Who in your life has never failed? Who's riding a streak and starting to believe they're invincible? Starting to coast? Starting to assume success is automatic? And more importantly, are you that person? Are you coasting? Are you assuming your current success will continue without full effort? Are you forgetting what hunger feels like? Because Arnold deliberately experienced loss to remember why winning matters. He chose humility over ego, chose growth over protection, chose long-term dominance over short-term pride. Most people avoid failure at all costs. Arnold sought it out. Let it teach him. Let it reset him. Let it remind him that nothing is guaranteed. That third-place finish in 1969 was the foundation of 7 years of championships. Because he never forgot, never got comfortable, never stopped being hungry. Losing isn't the opposite of winning. Losing is the reminder of why winning matters. Arnold knew that. That's why he trained to lose. So he'd never forget how to win.